Hello, in this session we will see project command. For project, let me import the geometry. So I will go for import, let's say geometry, and let's say open. In your work files, under the mesh edit, you will have the project folder, and within the project you will have these two files. So let me both say open. Now first let me click on one of the file, let's say import, and let me say close now. Here, as you can see, I have the two components. If I expand it, one component is called bottom plate and second component is called bracket. In reality, here we have the assumptions that this bracket is connected to the bottom plate through the weld at this edge and this edge. So here let me first change the color of components so that it will be very easy to identify them. Let me switch back to this component. Let me set this color. Let's go for mid surface extraction. But before mid surface, let me create a two separate component for bottom plate and bracket. So let me go for component. Here I will say bottom plate. Here I will say mid, or here you can specify the thickness also. Whenever generally we create a mid surface, it is followed by its thickness value. So let me measure the thickness. So I will go for F4. For the bottom plate, let me go for 2 points. Select 1 point and second point. So the total thickness is 6 mm, and for the top plate, if I click here and here, then the total thickness is 4 mm. Let me say return. Here instead of bottom plate, I will say bottom plate 6.0, that is its thickness. Currently we are not interested in property, so let me switch that off, and here let me say create and edit. You can see a bottom plate has been created. In similar way, I will create a bracket. Here I will give the thickness 4P0, that means 4.0. Here also I will say create and edit. Let me select all the components, click on color, and here I can go for auto color option. So automatically a different color will be given to all the components. Now let me go for geometry. Then let me go for mid surface. Under the mid surface, let me click on the surface. Current collector is bracket 4P0, and let me say extract. But since it is a middle surface, it will get created under the middle surface itself. Then I can go for organize. So I will press Shift F11 in my keyboard, or simply we can go for tools, say organize. Here I want to shift the surfaces, so I will switch to surface. From the selection filter, I will go by collector, click on bracket 4.0, click on middle surface. In order to unselect the bracket 4.0, you can press right click and then select it. And here I want to transfer that component to bracket, so I will set destination component to bracket and then say move. Now again let me go for geometry, say mid surface, select this surface, and again say extract. Again let me go for organize. So this time I will press Shift F11 in my keyboard, select the surface by collector, say middle surface, and destination component I will set it to bottom plate 6.0 and then say move, and let me say return. Now here I want to show only two components, which are bottom plate and bracket. So I will select both of them and say isolate only. First let's start with the meshing. So I will go for F12. Here I will keep the size as an 10 mm and element to surface component itself, select it and mesh it. Again let me go for F12, select the surface and then mesh it. Now of course I can mesh this surface also, but instead of meshing this surface, I can also project the elements from this location to this. To project the elements, you can press the shortcut Shift plus F7, or you can go for tools. Under the tools, here we will have the project option. Now let me click on project. Now you can project the different entities, for example nodes, elements, lines or points, to the different entities. For example, we can project nodes to plane, to vector, to surface or to line. Here I want to project these elements to this surface, so I can go for plane option also. Let me select the elements. Let me select one element, and here I will say by face option. So all the elements lying on the same place will get selected. Here I have to mention to which plane I want to project them. As usual, let me select this is my plane. So press and hold left mouse button since I don't have a node available. First node, second node and third node. Now to define the direction along which you want to project. Of course we want to project along this direction. So instead of along vector giving the plane, I can simply go for n1 and n2. So with the help of this vector we have the defined the direction. Now important thing, here we have to set duplicate. So let me say duplicate, and I will set the duplicate to current component, which is the bracket 4.0 itself. So let me say current component and then say project. You can see a element has been projected. Now you might wonder, okay, but it is very easy to just select the surface and mesh it. Yes, it is indeed easy, but it is easy in only this case. Suppose you have the complicated bracket at this location. Here there are might be 4-5 holes. Then you have to create the washers. Again you cannot repeat the same procedure over here. You have to project them, which will be very easy. Now again important thing, here we have to check for connectivity. So I will go for Shift F3, which stands for equivalence. Then let me select the elements, select these elements, and here I will go for preview equivalence. As you can see, I have projected the nodes, because of which I have to say equivalence. Now let me say equivalence so that node will automatically get connected. Now the next thing that I want to show you is to create the weld between the bracket and the bottom plate. Here, since I want to show you project option in the context of this example, I am taking little bit longer procedure, but don't worry, I will also tell you the simpler one. So now in order to project these lines to the bottom edge, we have to go for project. But as you can see, I don't have a lines available with me. So one thing that I can do is go for geometry, then go for lines, and here we have the option called as an extract edge. So if I select the surface, then it will automatically create the lines from the edges of surface. Let me say create. Now instead of creating like this, you can also go for lines, select the first node, second node. In that way also you can create the line. Let me say return. Now since I want to select the line, I can hide the element, or let me just try without hiding the element. So let me go for Shift F7. I want to project this line and this line. To which surface I want to project? This surface, and here the direction. Now remember, whenever we select the surface as a projection method, generally our objective is to project the lines, elements, nodes along the normal to surface. So here you can select the normal to surface, but intentionally sometimes it might happen you have to project along the particular direction. Believe me, you will have to project along the particular direction once in a week or 2 weeks. But still you have to remember this option, because without that you will have very long procedure to do the same things. So let me go for surface normal, but still if you don't want along the surface normal, you can switch from here and you can give the particular direction as shown over here. So let me go for surface normal and then say project. You can see it is basically showing lines have not been selected. Yes, we have created a line. So let me go for mask. Let me select some elements, say mask, and then let me mask the surface also. Click on surface, select the surface and then say mask. Now I can go for Shift F7, then select this line, then this line, then select the surface to which you want to project these lines, select this surface and then say project. You can see lines have been created, but see if I go for meshing, let's say F12, select the surface, my mesh is not respecting those lines because we have not trimmed the surface with the help of lines. So what I can do, I can go for surface edit, that is Shift F9, or you can go for geometry, then surface edit, and here we have something called as trim with lines. So I have to trim this surface with the help of, let's say, free lines. So these are my free lines, first one, second one, normal to the surface, and then say trim. And now if I try for meshing, let's go for F12, select it and mesh it. You can see the edge is getting respected for the mesh. So nodes are getting exactly placed, elements are also getting exactly placed. Let me say OK the mesh, and again let me go for F11. Let's do some splitting so that mesh should be proper. Here instead of going for node to node, let's go for node to line. Here also node to line. Here also node to line. At this location same thing I am doing over and over again. Here I will go for node to node and done. Now one thing that I want you to pay attention is that number of nodes. So here let me unmask all the things. Here you can say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. But if I look at the bottom, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the count is different. Now it is very important for our weld to be perfect that count should be same. So I will go for F12, select the surface, and here I will make the count to 7. Now it has automatically created count to 7, so I will not worry about it. Here I will increase the number by 2. Here also I will increase the number by 2. Now just for sake I am showing you the procedure on how to create weld. So first I will create a weld collector. Let's say create and edit, and then I can simply go for 2D, say ruled, node path, and let me again select this one and let me go select this one. Okay, now for next node path let me select these nodes and these nodes, and here I can simply say create. Now you can see a weld has been created, and in such fashion only weld is getting created. So with the help of project you can do these things. Now let me say again reverse, or let's say undo, and let me undo till this thing. Instead of first creating lines, then projecting it, then trimming it, you could have directly gone for geometry, surface edit, and here instead of free lines you could have done surface edges also. That would have also resulted in the same thing, and generally we go by the same procedure. Now next thing that I want to show you in project command is projection of nodes. So if I go for shift F7, here instead of lines I can shift it to the nodes. Let me select any number of nodes. Let's select 4 nodes. To which surface I want to project, let's say this one, but here I will give the different direction. So for instead of along vector, let me switch to the n1, n2, n3, and let me select n1 as this one and n2 as this one. So this is the vector along which this node will be projected on this surface. So if you look, it will get somewhere like here, and say project. Now here we have to say nodes and duplicate, otherwise elements will get distorted. So let me say duplicate and then say project. You can see these nodes have been projected at this location. Now one of the important option of projecting node is when we create a bolts. Now in case of bolts, whenever we create a bolt using the 1D beam, generally it is recommended that beam has to be straight. Otherwise a section force on the beam would not get calculated properly. In that exclusive case, we have to project the upper node to the bottom and then we have to align it. Now let me show you in the context of project how we can utilize projection of node onto the plane. So let's say here it might happen so that instead of weld, later on it came to the conclusion that because of weld stresses are very high, or it is not possible to join these two components using the welds. Now next option is that to create a bolted connection. Now let me show you how we can create a bolted connection, but again this is just a procedure. Later on we will deal in much detailed topic, but here I want to show you exclusive application of project command. F2, just delete the displayed mesh, select delete entity. Now here let me create a circle, so I will go for lines, let me go for circle, let me select this node and let me select plane as Z axis, so that circle will get created over here. Let's say radius to be 10 and let's say create. Radius is little bit higher, so let me say reject, and instead of 10 let me set radius to 6. So let's say create. And now a circle has been created, but we have to project this circle on this face and as well as this face. So I will go for shift F7, that is project. I want to project lines, this one. To which surface I want to project? This one. And here I will say surface normal and then say project. Here I have forgotten to do the duplicate option, that's why it is not coming or it is not getting copied. So let's say reject, let's say lines, let's say duplicate, current component, and then say project. Now I will trim those surfaces with the help of surface edit, trim with lines. Here I will set it to free lines, select this surface, select this line and say trim. Again select this surface, select this line and then say trim. Of course you could have trimmed this surface with the help of this line also. Don't worry, just for the sake of practice I have projected the lines in both the surfaces. Say return. Now I will delete the middle surface. So let's say F2. Here I will go for surfaces, because since this is a hole, I want to delete those whole portion. So let's say delete entity. Let me say return now. I will go for F11. I will create a washer having the size, let's say radius is 6 mm. So I will say offset to be 6. Say line this one and this one. And then I will go for F12, mesh it. Here I will say number 8. In the similar fashion, here also I will set number to be 8. Now at this location I will create a rigids. So let's say return. Let's go for 1D. Let's go for rigids. Now here I will select multiple nodes. Under the multiple node, if I select this option, here I will have calculated node. Select it, and then I have to select the nodes. So let me select nodes like this, so that all the node will get selected. But I don't want to select this node, and also I don't want to select this node, and say create. Now in similar fashion, let me switch to the another component collector, or we can keep that as it is, and then select these nodes and then say create. Now you can see two rigids have been created, and if I try to create a beam between these two rigids, let's say create a component collector first, say beam. Say currently I will not give the property, say create and edit, and if I go for 1D, let's say rods, let's say this is my first node, this is my second node, and say create. If I come to standard view, and you can see though the beam has generated, it is not straight. That means it is not parallel to Z axis, but we have to make sure that it should be parallel to Z axis. One thing that we can do is project the node from this location. So let's say shift F7, select the node, say I want to duplicate this node, so I will go for duplicate. Then instead of surface I want to go for plane, select this plane. To which plane we want to project? So let me define the plane by using the 3 node of this hole. So first one, second one, third one, and let me select base node as this one. For vector I will select Z axis, as I want to create a beam parallel to Z axis. Set Z axis and then save project. You can see a node has been projected. Now we know the replace option, so I will go for F3. I want to replace this node with this node. So now you can see if I come to the perpendicular view, I will have a straight beam. This is very important thing, because at the end of the project we have to tell the customer or our design team that the bolts that they have designed are withholding the stresses. So in order to calculate those section forces, this particular thing is important. In that case you have to project the node like I have shown over here.